For most of my life, I didn't think much about my health. I wasn't lazy or reckless. I just assumed I was fine.
I rarely got sick, could eat whatever I wanted, and exercised only when it fit neatly into my schedule, which was rarely. But, like so many things we take for granted, my health finally knocked hard on my door, and this time, I had no choice but to answer. It started 2 years ago with what I thought was simple fatigue. I blamed it on work. Long hours, constant emails, little sleep. It made sense. But then came the headaches, the shortness of breath when walking upstairs, and the 15 pounds I gained in 3 months, even though I hadn't changed much about my eating. I chalked it up to aging, stress, maybe just a bad stretch. I kept pushing it aside until one morning, I fainted in the shower. That moment changed everything. I woke up on the bathroom floor with a bruised shoulder and a panicked heart. My partner called an ambulance, and after a full round of tests, the doctor sat me down. His tone was calm, but the message was loud. Your blood pressure is high. Your cholesterol is concerning. Your blood sugar levels show signs of prediabetes. You're not in immediate danger, but if you keep going like this, that will change. I was stunned. I had never seen myself as someone who was unhealthy, but the numbers didn't lie. The first few weeks were overwhelming. I downloaded apps, read books, made charts only to feel defeated a few days later. It wasn't until I shifted my mindset from fixing myself to taking care of myself that something began to change. I stopped trying to be perfect and focused instead on being consistent. Mornings became a sacred time. I'd wake up early, stretch, and take a walk before work. I started eating real breakfast oats with berries, eggs with spinach, smoothies packed with protein. Lunch was no longer a sandwich at my desk, but something nourishing I looked forward to. I learned to cook meals at home that weren't just healthy, but enjoyable. I didn't cut out everything I loved, I just made smarter choices. Exercise, once a chore, slowly became something I craved. I started small 10-minute walks, then light jogs, then yoga classes, online. A friend introduced me to hiking, and the peace I felt on a trail, surrounded by trees and silence, became medicine in itself. Perhaps the hardest part was mental. Health isn't just numbers on a chart, it's how you feel in your skin, how you talk to yourself in the mirror. Therapy helped. Journaling helped more than I expected. I stopped chasing the ideal body and started noticing the strength in beneath lungs that carried me up hills, the legs that moved me forward, the heart that kept on beating even after I'd ignored its signals.